Full moon in Scorpio, it's time to release negativity. So let's see what else this says, and then I can expound more. I just got this deck too, y'all, and I'm loving this deck. Bye-bye. Put your headphones on. Alright, so it says it's time to release negativity. If you've been feeling paranoid and acting weird, take this card as a very direct message from the cosmos to stop. Worrying yourself is pointless. It's time to release any negativity you have around the situation you're asking about. If someone has been unkind to you, perhaps it's time for you to release them. This card heralds an emotionally intense time, since both the full moon and Scorpio themselves are both extremely intense. It's time for you to feel all of your feelings. That reminds me of the Candace Renee, feel free to feel something, right? That's deep. So it's time for you to feel all of your feelings. There could be some nastiness in the air when you pull this card. If that's the case, take it as a sign to move away from anyone or anything you feel is toxic. For some reason, this card has a totally different meaning. Your sex life can improve now if you make an effort. Use your magic. You have all you need inside to bring about your desired result. Attune to the moon. Emote, it's all better out than in, right? Additional meanings, it's time to move from living fearfully to living joyfully. You're right to have your suspicions. Grudges are toxic. Let go of something. The end of an argument. The teaching. The full moon in Scorpio has a sting in its tail. It can herald a vindictive end to a relationship. It can also be a time when we want to be good, but we're naughty. If you pull this card, no matter when, your dark side and your shadow self may be showing. The full moon in Scorpio is also a time of magic. If you were thinking of making some magic, this is your sign to do it. So there's a lot going on. Scorpio energy is a very different, weird type energy anyway. And if you're not comfortable in your skin, if you're not doing shadow work, you're gonna feel you're not gonna feel in your skin. You're gonna feel out of place because you're not releasing, right? So Scorpio, with the tail, so basically you have to learn how to have discipline with your anger and your those low vibration emotions. You're letting them take control of you. So, full moon in Scorpio is telling you that you need to get control of yourself. It's very easy to act in anger. All of those things are so easy to do. It's very extremely hard to have discipline and patience and train yourself, young Padawan. You know what I mean? Like on some Jedi, Lord Sith type stuff. Like you need to have a certain level of training and discipline for your own self. A lot of us just live a different kind of way. We treat people how we want. We're vindictive. Or when we do lash out at people, we don't want to acknowledge what we did and apologize, So just think about how you interact with people when you become angry, when you become low vibrational. Can you hold your tongue? For me, it took me a long time because Capricorns, we got nasty mouths, right? Capricorns have really nasty mouths. And we can hurt people. We are very powerful with our words. And I learned that a long time ago. So I've been in training and discipline for a very long time to watch what I say when I become in anger. Because the things that you say in anger, they cut deep. And sometimes, I'm not even going to say you mean it. Sometimes you do mean it and sometimes you don't. But why even put that out there in the atmosphere? Why even put that in the atmosphere, in the energy field, if that's not even what you mean? So train yourself to have discipline because, yes, everybody gets on our nerves. My husband works my nerves. My kids work my nerves. The people I'm responsible at work my nerves. Sometimes I work my own nerves, right? But you can't lash out on people. You have to learn how to interact with people, especially the people that you value and you love, And that's a lesson for me. So this is just hitting home, but just value the people around you and just watch how you interact with them when you become low vibrational and you become angry, even if it's the both of y'all. You know what I mean? So what can we do when we both become low vibrational? Have that conversation. If you're not able to have that conversation, then you need to think about it on your own. you know, and learn how to hold your tongue. So that's very important. You know what I mean? That Scorpio energy is real, and what you say underneath this full moon in Scorpio is going to be very powerful. You heard what the book said about it being a time of magic. So what you speak out your mouth, you know, for those of you that like to wish that people die, or you wish that your own self, there's people that get angry and be like, you know, if I die, what are y'all gonna do? I've said it sometimes. You know, so just watch when you say things like that. You may not think that it's a big deal, but it really is a big deal. And you don't want to put things like that into the air and then something happen and then you be boohoo crying. So if you just watch what you say, you don't have to worry about that guilt that you feel. Hold your mouth. Libras, whew. I just feel like calling out Libras right now because y'all just sloppy with your mouths. All the Libras I know. And y'all are the sweetest people in the world. For my Libra suns and my Libra moons. But, whew. So, Libra suns and Libra moons, especially for you, you know, just watch and hold. Capricorns too. I'm calling out the whole cardinal gang. You feel me? Sun and moon, you know, just be careful what you put out into the atmosphere when you're low vibrational, because y'all understand that we are low vibrational. We're not high frequency all the time. Everybody ain't, you know, oh, love and light and I'm happy. Like, if you happy all the time, either you high or you're crazy. You feel me? Like, we all have our ranges of vibration. But what is your, you know how you have a resting heartbeat? Like, what is your resting frequency wave? You feel me? So your resting frequency wave may be high, but sometimes we do go low and sometimes we do go high. So you just got to learn how to discipline yourself when you're high and when you're low. And it's not easy to do. Nothing that I ever say is easy. You know me. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. Nothing is easily affixed in a day because you're thinking about it. This is some true hardcore work. And it seems simple, but it's not. It's not simple, right? It's not. If it was simple, everybody would be doing it. You know, so moving on. So the full moon of Scorpio just read us. You know, we got some weird type vibes. I feel I'm in a very weird place right now. I don't know how y'all all feel. I have no idea what's going on. You know, I'm trying to work on a brand. I don't like that. I like this. I don't like this. Like, I'm just really trying to find myself still. And that's okay. If you don't know where you are, it's okay. If it feels weird, it's okay. Just be in that space. Not everything ain't meant to be just come out. You know, there's chaos before there's organization, and sometimes you have to be in that storm, or in limbo, or just in that weird shift. I call it the paradigm shift. It's like literally you're vibrating. Your energy is vibrating to release and move on to something higher. And so it doesn't feel good. I got a lot of people that come to me and they, you know, they're like, they never, you know, see spiritual work as talking about the nasty part of spirituality, because they want to give you all the sugar and the fluff and stuff. I'm going to tell you the real, it's not easy. There are very beautiful aspects of spirituality when you're on your spiritual journey and the awakening, but there's also that dark aspect, and I respect them both. If you don't respect them both, you cannot heal, right? So we're in this weird space, or at least I am. I'm in this weird space, and I don't know what to do. It's driving me crazy, but I'm accepting that that's what's going on right now. I'm accepting it, and I'm just feeding my environment and my mind with things that's going to enlighten me, push me forward, you know, help me if I'm in a low vibration to kind of respect that a little bit, but then help pull me out of it. If I'm too high, kind of bring me down. And just like you said, find that balance and that tuning. This is definitely Libra. You know, if you have a Libra in your life, not necessarily vampirical, but like feed off that energy. You know, emulate the Libras in your life. The way how Libras move in life is just beautiful when they're operating in their light attributes, right? Not a messy Libra. I'm talking about like an organized, put together Libra.